Hello everyone, and welcome back to another part of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. So, I've done some practicing because I had company over and I didn't want to start recording whenever people are over because I really am not a fan of background noise. But yeah, there is something I'd like to say too. I know it isn't like a gigantic accomplishment, but...
The town becomes a labyrinth as the clock strikes midnight. It's just like the dark hour described in those documents.
But as I was saying, even then, like, I still appreciate you all. Yeah, thank you all for 50 subscribers. It's, I know it's stupid, but, I really do appreciate it. Anyways, I take a deep breath and check my surroundings. First, I review the situation. If I remain calm and collect as much data as I can, I should be able to put together a picture of what's going on.
No one's here yet. I'd have thought someone would have come straight to Juness.
From what I could tell on my way here, the town is utterly empty. Are you, Senpai, and the others alright? If this phenomenon is the same as the Dark Hour from the documents, then the only ones capable of moving about are Persona users like us. But why? This was deliberately induced. Then what is this culprit's aim in doing so? Since my call with Labras was cut off, I have no idea about her safety either. Is the helicopter she and her companions were riding in safe? And what's happened to Mitsuru-san and her retinue? This is a dangerous line of thought. I'm losing my cool and I can't keep my thoughts straight. I'm no detective in this state.
Calm down. If I start worrying, there'll be no end to it.
I take another deep breath. I know already that the red fog is filling the area. Air isn't poisonous at first blush. I did consider that the enemy might be employing an airborne toxin, but the whole town is covered in this stuff. There is no way to move about while still avoiding it.
Still, it may be best to try not to breathe it in to the extent I can avoid it.
Huh? Naoto-kun?
Huh?
I'm thrown for a loop being called out from the blue. I was so lost in thought that my reaction was slightly delayed.
Chie-senpai, is that you?
Uh-huh.
Thank goodness you're safe. What about the others?
How should I know? They've got nothing to do with me.
Uh-oh. A cheerful answer, the tone of which sounds like Senpai's usual self. Their actual words ring a warning bell in my mind.
My senses seem untampered with. From which I take it that you are not Chie-senpai. Who are you?
Little me? I'm Chie Satonaka, though I'm a fake one, based on the real Chie.
I see. So you make no effort to hide your true nature. And what are your intentions?
What a foolish question, even for me. The town was covered in the strange red fog shortly after the disappearance of Mitsuru-san and the people. And now, a false Chie-senpai identical to the real thing stands before me. I have no inkling as to the enemy's goals, but it's at least apparent that they expect us to fight in order to accomplish them.
Isn't it obvious? I came to fight you.
Are you? Rather, is the culprit who created you the same one who seized Labras? Or is it an accomplice of his?
I want information right now. Even if it stands before me, its intimidation is honestly answering me this much. I thought that it would be smarter to draw out as much information from it as possible.
You really are sharp, aren't you, Naoto-kun? But who cares about any of that? Persona!
What?
A familiar shadow takes the form behind the fake Chie-senpai. Impossible. As close as the fake ones are, they are not that genuine article. Yet not only was this one able to summon a persona that Chie-senpai uses, it did so much in the real world? What in the world is going on here? After dodging the attack, I jump back and draw the gun at my side. This is no illusion. This was a heavy strike, with considerable weight behind it.
Did I surprise you? Oh, sorry, I meant it as a little read.
It seems the circumstances are different from before. What sort of scheme is unfolding now?
Solving that's supposed to be the detective's job. If you don't hurry and get ready, you'll get yourself hurt.
Oh no.
So you have no intention of providing answers. Very well.
Ooh, now that's our Now-chan. It's so convenient for us that you catch on quick.
Is that General Teddy?
You understand without me having to explain, right? Thanks for participating in the P1 Climax. Now then, on to Now-chan's first round. Obviously, this is a serious battle with nowhere to run. Oh, by the way, Mid-chan and the others you're looking for were smushed and captured by me, General Teddy. In other words, if you keep winning in the tournament, you might be able to save them.
Though I had considered this as a possibility, I can't help but furrow my brow at General Teddy's words. So Mitsuru-san and the team here was indeed captured. The shadow operatives are professionals when it comes to shadow-related matters. So if our opponent captured them so easily, then we clearly can't afford to underestimate them.
Oh, and you can use your persona too now, Tokum. Well then, bring on the ring!
Alright. Time for battle. Immediately after the fake's cry, red pillars appear mid-air, surrounding us. They swiftly fall, embedding themselves into the ground. So this is the ring this time. I can surmise that the basic rules isn't fair to say invisible walls stretch between the pillars, and I will not be able to proceed until the match is completed. In which case, there's only one option open to me.
It seems I haven't time to waste, so I won't bother holding back. Persona!
Yep.
Great! That's the Naoto-kun I know! That makes it even more fun crushing you!
I wouldn't be so certain. You can never win against me.
I honestly should have, tried to practice some more with Naoto-kun because I am awful with her. Why did I say good? Anyways, the prefixes are just getting me really messed up. But yeah.
Final. Fight.
I must hit! Do it!
Right.
Stay down! No way! No way! Okay. Go! No way!
Oh, wow. Interesting.
They lost the lead. What a disappointment.
Oh, I lost. Well, I guess that's enough.
As I said, you cannot win against me. Our forms can be mimicked, but you can never replicate our inner drive.
It was strong, though I wore a brave face to intimidate my opponent. Had I put one foot wrong, it could have been me who was defeated. For some reason, I feel much more exhausted than I remember being the case when I fought inside the TV world. Is it because of my opponent's abilities? Or...
This is a setup.
There's a mighty cracking sound, and the red pillars in the four sides of me shatter. I've evidently emerged the victor without any problems, and gained the right to proceed. Sorry about the baby. She's very talkative. As that happens, the Valstier-senpai begins to disintegrate before my eyes. Must be created by tampering with the shadow.
What is that?
What appears to be grains of light float out from the rapidly dissolving fake. They form a ribbon of light, drawing an arc in the air, and drift away in a particular direction, as if drawn to something. Thinking back on the battle, I believe I saw grains of light. Whenever my persona and the fakes would clash. Gee whiz. What are they? Could they be fragments of something? When I follow the light with my eyes, I can scarcely believe what I see. There is an enormous and bizarrely shaped structure that has no place in a rural town, or anywhere else in the real world.
Is that the hill where Yasogami High is?
Oh, goodness. The orbs of light gathering there. Yeah. Something's off. The opponent's methods are different from Labrys's case. They're challenging us head on now. The salient aspects of the case are the red fog enveloping the real world, a giant tower atop Yasogami High, the grains of light that appear in battle, and this strange exhaustion I feel. Suddenly, something pops into my mind. Those documents I obtained from the public safety, one of them detailed a past case involving Mitsuru-san's team, involving a giant tower that only appeared during a special period of time. If I recall correctly, it was called Tartarus. That aberrant tower was built to call forth something monstrous. Is it possible that...
Is the culprit of this case intending to...
Whoa! What the fuck?
I must ask that you not needlessly inquire further. Now is not yet the time.
Impossible. That was unlike my encounter with the Vostier-senpai. I was paying close attention to my surroundings. Yet this man suddenly appeared behind me, as if from thin air.
Naoto Shirogane, you will be making your exit here. Die.
A clear voice pierces the red fog, and the next sound that reaches my ears is what seems to be a blade slicing the air. Oh no. Oh no.
What is this? What's happened here?
What I saw when I finally reached Yasu Inaba Station was an eerily disordered building in a town that had turned into a maze. I kept walking for a while and eventually made it to the floodplain. I didn't see any people around at all. And that feeling I've had ever since the train stopped so suddenly. By the time I reach Inaba, that suspicion has changed into certainty.
This is exactly like the TV world. But if that's true, then...
I don't know what's going on, but this isn't the same as the TV world, and there's something I can do. I concentrate hard and speak into the presences sleeping inside me, the way I've gotten so used to doing.
Persona! I knew it! I can use my persona. I don't know what's going on, but I might be able to find everyone.
I concentrate once again and search for presences. My senses slowly sharpen. At first, I can only feel out what's near to me, but then it extends further and further out. Eventually, my senses spread all across the town, like I'm reaching my arms out wide. The readings I get are faint and hazy, probably because of the red fog everywhere, but I still pick up on several familiar presences. But it doesn't seem like my attempts to reach any of them are working.
Really no use after all.
Even though we have the same type of power, I wonder if things would be different if Fuka-san was doing this. Just the other day, Fuka-san saved everyone from that bad situation. But much further away than I could manage. If she were here, she could probably support her companions even through this fog.
I don't have the power to fight. I can't even give proper backup. I'm no good to anyone.
My concentration breaks, and what readings I had slip into the fog. Just as I'm about to fall to my knees in despair, a strong reading I can sense without focusing appears in the sky.
Huh? What?
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Elizabeth!
Please tell me I don't have to fight you. I don't want to fight you. Down from the sky with a loud declaration comes a woman in blue. The lady descends slightly and gazes at the dumbstruck look on my face with a slightly cocked head.
Please excuse my raucous entrance. If I recall correctly, you are everyone's Rosette, the announcer of the P1 Grand Prix, no?
Huh? That wasn't really me. Wait, who are you?
You know, I remember those blue clothes from the P1 Grand Prix. She's the one with tremendous power that General Teddy was mad at, calling her an intruder. I don't think she's an enemy. Granted, I have no idea who she is.
Oh, pardon me. I am Elizabeth, the wandering elevator attendant who has presently totally abandoned her duties. I once presided over a certain power in a certain room, but for opaque reasons I am brilliantly? No, currently on a wandering journey.
You presided over power? Okay.
Greatestly, exactly.
It feels odd to bring this up, but it was okay for you to abandon your duties?
Oh? Can you explain the question?
I guess I kind of abandoned my duties once too. I ran away from where I was, but now that I'm trying to make a comeback, it's been really tough. This news of a comeback concert isn't grabbing me either.
A concert, you say? I know of such things. It is a mysterious ritual that only chosen ones can perform. Within a flood of sound that tempts people, the crowd repeats a chaotic dance to their heart's content, eventually achieving a state of rapture.
Oh, that sounds like, honestly, a ritual. A very odd one.
It's not like that.
By the way, Miss Rosette, are you sure that you should be reposing in a place like this?
Huh?
Yes.
I have been observing this town state for some time now, and it seems this red fog has completely enveloped it. If left as is, I do believe that matters will take a turn in an unfavorable direction for you and your friends.
What? Elizabeth, do you know something? Is you, Senpai? Is everyone okay?
My, why are you asking me? When it comes to searching for your friends, I recall your power being uniquely suited to the task.
I can't find anything in all this fog. It's no use.
I see. In other words, you are grieving for your powerlessness, electing to stand here without attempting to search for your friends on your own. What a disappointing turn of events. I have no interest in such a dull person. Please excuse me.
Oh my god. I mean, she's not wrong though. She's right. Why was I standing around here? Why did I keep worrying so much? Everyone may be in trouble, but I can move. I can think. I might even be able to help if I can get close enough to pick up everyone's location. Until I run around so much, I can't take another step searched as hard as I can, and done everything in my power. I have no right to whine that. It's no use.
Elizabeth!
What seems to be the matter? I have already lost interest in...
No, I just wanted to thank you. I'll try doing what I can.
Oh, what a horrific change of heart. Or is that heroic?
Horrific.
Either way, it seems you have realized the potential that slumbers within you. Truly impressive. But if you were to encounter a shadow right now, your current strength would not be sufficient to fully beat the snot out of it.
Huh?
Which is why I have the sudden urge to test whether your resolve is truly sincere.
Oh god.
What do you...
Why did you have to speak up? Please. You just lose interest in me. I'm gonna sit here and cry on my knees. And could you walk off or something?
Please, do not waste your breath as I come at you.
Oh.
Your fate is in the cards.
Oh, God. Why? Huh? What? Why is this happening? No. I need to go look for everyone. When the shadow that appears behind Elizabeth swings its sword, a shockwave shoots forward, parting the red fog and gouging the concrete at my feet. This isn't good. At this rate, Elizabeth will wipe me out before I can find everyone. No, I'm gonna protect you, Senpai, and all the others no matter what.
I will not miss again. I hope you are prepared.
Persona! No way! My persona?
I'm starting to grow excited. I must say it's been rather a long time since I last felt this exhilarated.
I am going to do this.
Okay, that was sick.
It's okay. I can do this now. From here on out, I've made my decision. I'm going to stay and protect everyone.
Now, show me the transformation of the potential within you. Burn it into my memory.
Oh, fine. I'll give it a try. I hardly played Rise, so I'm not sure how well it's gonna work.
Finally.
I like the music.
Over here, is it? Please don't hold back.
I see your every move.
No.
I will shock. I will shock. Summoning. Persona.
Wrap this up. Heads up. That should do it.
Don't hold back.
Wrap this up. Let's go. That should do it.
That looks like it hurt.
I won?
Truly impressive. You have indeed shown me the power of mankind's potential.
Elizabeth lightly brushes away the dust in her clothes from the fight and smiles at me.
Why did you help me out?
Help you? I didn't even have the shiniest intention of helping you.
But I didn't know that my persona could do that stuff. Isn't that why you helped me?
I see. That was not my intention at all. But if you say so, then I'm starting to get the sense that it may be true. In which case, it would only be natural to demand worthy compensation for such assistance.
Huh? Wait, are you asking me for money?
Or perhaps your soul?
Whoa, definitely not.
No thank you.
A ticket to your comeback concert would do as well.
Well, that's much better.
Oh, I could probably swing that.
No. I believe I shall ask for this world's future instead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that's like kind of something I can't give.
That's pretty vague.
Either way, it is decided. A struggle between solitude and bonds. The two great potentials of mankind is about to begin.
Honestly, it's pretty hard to grant someone's wish, especially if it's an abstract concept or an amorphous concept. Yeah. Anyways.
I have no intention of assisting either side, but neither can I dismiss the contest as irrelevant to me.
You lost me there. But what you're talking about is why this town got messed up, right?
Indeed, whether your bonds will win the day, or whether that young man's solitude will emerge victorious.
I am massively intrigued as to how this struggle will end.
That young man. Whoa, are you talking about the culprit behind this?
Dear me, I've accidentally slipped up. In any case, please look over there.
Elizabeth points past the fog, as if dodging her own words. Well, I'm not letting her off that easy, but she probably won't tell me anything more. I'm a little puzzled, but I go ahead and look where she's pointing. And then I can't help it but look forward in utter shock. Out there on the hill, where Yasogami High should be, is this weird, huge tower. It looks like some kind of evil villain's lair.
I believe that is where the final battle will take place. It seems a number of your friends are already headed that way. What will you do, Miss Rosette?
I'll go too, so I can fight with them.
A perfect answer. I give you a gold star.
She draws a large star with one hand and goes directly into an elegant bow. She's probably headed off somewhere now. I really can't figure out her out.
Well then, I bid you good luck, Miss Rosette.
After I see her off and she vanishes into the fog, I look up. I've got to get to Yasogami High. I'll help everyone this time for sure.
Senpai, everyone, wait for me.
Alright. Oh my gosh. The baby goes screaming. Alright. I want to see this, like, really bad. So let's look at it. Okay. Contemplating on whether or not I should try the impression. Let me think.
There's no doubt about it. As we go down the fog-filled hallway, we see a man we're very familiar with. I can hardly forget his face.
No way. Why is it Dachi-san?
Could he be a fake? Huh? Fake? Oh, right. I forgot about that whole thing going on.
That friendly smile, joking manner, and contemptuously nonchalant laugh. There's no doubt this is the Dachi-san we know. But why?
Why are you here? Huh? Oh, well, I had intended on staying well behaved, but someone begged me to help out. And you know, I'm not the kind of guy who can say no to something like that.
Help out? You mean that show guy?
Have you guys already met? Oh, man.
That doesn't matter. Don't tell me you're working with the culprit this time, too.
Well, what do you think?
Don't play dumb. If I don't like your answer, there'll be boot prints all over your face.
Who cares about all that? Come on. Aren't you kids in serious trouble right now? What with all the world ending and all?
How about you team up with us and then we fight other people?
So you are!
You guys really like sticking your heads into dangerous situations, don't you? You don't gain anything in life from doing that, you know?
Adachi-san, you said you would abide by the rules of this world. So why are you here?
Rules. Rules, eh?
Don't you understand how the real world is in trouble because of show? This isn't like the TV world, where only we were involved.
Oh, man. I see you never learn. The only reason I took that brat up on his invitation was because I was bored. All the questions about what he's after or what's gonna happen to this town, I don't give a damn about any of it.
What's he saying?
Adachi, you lousy...
Whoa, whoa, give me a break. I don't intend to get involved with kids like you anymore. Like, I bet you're honestly abiding by the rules here, because that's how you think.
The rules here?
You know, the one-on-one stuff. You don't even know what's gonna happen because of that. Honestly, brats like you barely even think.
What's that supposed to mean?
Like I keep saying, if you keep fighting them on their own terms, it could bite you in the ass. I bet he's collected quite a lot of those persona fragments by now.
My hazy, scattered thoughts all come together when I hear what Adachi-san has to say. We've been vaguely watching those light particles fly up to the top of the tower. But are those what Sho was after? Could it be that the reason Sho set the rules to make us fight one-on-one was to give off more of those particles? Persona fragments? According to Adachi-san during the constant fighting?
Have we been inadvertently helping him?
Oh man, you really hadn't noticed? You need to get your act together.
Doing that voice is getting harder and harder to do.
Out of the blue, the distorted school building creaks with a loud noise. A jarring sound echoes in the depths of the red fog like an animal's growl.
What was that just now?
Looks like there's no more time left. Earlier than I expected. Well, that's why I need to get going. Good luck to you, I guess. Oh, and your friends who got caught? They might be in trouble if you leave them be, you know?
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
It means just what it sounds like. Then again, I guess it might be impossible for just you three. Wait!
Adachi-san turns his back on us and disappears into the red fog. Yosuke tries to go after him, but he slams straight into the invisible wall. It looked like it hurt. I hope he's okay. It's only then that I realize we're really surrounded on all sides by the red pillars.
You okay, Yosuke?
This actually hurts more than you'd think. I mean, when did these get set up?
How much longer are you gonna make me wait? You better entertain me at the very least.
I turn around to see the bearer of the familiar voice. Inside the fog is a man standing as if to show off his well-developed muscles. He's topless, apart from a red cape. It's definitely one of Mitsuru-san's companions. Akihiko-san.
Welcome to this special ring. This place is truly a square jungle. It sure brings back memories. Yeah, it really takes me back.
Welcome to the Salty Splatoon. How tough are ya?
Master? Oh, I'm glad that you're safe.
As Chia tries to rush over, a sharp fist whizzes right in front of her. Something's obviously not right. For one thing, Akiko-san should be captive somewhere, and for the other, he wouldn't challenge us to a fight like this.
Fake Akihiko-san.
Don't you all long for the tensing of muscles and the clenching of fists? It's only seconds away. Step forward if you want to taste the magic.
Wonderful. Let's do it.
Final.
Add another one to top it off.
Alright, I kinda spammed, not gonna lie.
All right, we won! Wait, where did Adachi go?
Hey, doesn't this shaking seem bad? It's been getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah, looks like we don't have much time.
Hey, hold on a sec. Adachi said something about persona fragments earlier. What did he mean?
Last time, Sho tried to get powerful shadows by shaking us up so our personas would turn back to their original form. And this time, he's lured us into this red fog and made us fight our fakes, so we can carve off persona fragments in the process.
Oh, you mean those balls of light that pop out when we fight against the fakes?
Probably, yeah. Sho is trying to do something with the persona fragments he's collecting.
But what, though? Is he gonna make a new persona for himself with them?
I don't know. But all the persona fragments I saw so far were headed to the top of this tower. We might find our answers there.
Trying to figure it out won't do any good. We've fallen for the enemy's trap so far, but from here on out, we're going to be on the counterattack. We have to avoid fighting fakes as much as we can, rescue Mitsuru's team, and get to the top of this tower. We all nod to each other. We run in renewed purpose down the milky hallway. Murky, not mucky. Ugh. What the heck does mucky even mean?
Sheesh, these hallways are too long. How far do they go? You'd think we'd have gotten to the stairs by now, at least.
Maybe just running down the hallways won't work. Why don't we try going into the first open room we see? I mean, this place was connected in some messed up ways during the last P1 Grand Prix.
You do have a point.
But there's tons of classrooms here. Should we just start with the closest one? Whoa, bingo!
Oh, good job, Yosuke!
Past the open door is the unmistakable view of the classroom, but on the wall side is set familiar-looking school stairs connected to it like they were forced there.
I still don't like this plan. We're gonna have to check every door we find from here on out.
Don't worry, you can do it, Yosuke.
Yeah, we'll be okay if we got Yosuke with us.
What's with the blind trust in me? I don't remember you guys being such goody-goodies.
What are you doing, Yosuke? Come on, you better hurry up!
Why isn't anyone listening to me? Don't you think it's weird that you're about to leave me behind after saying all that nice stuff?
Just as Yosuke suspected, our progress from the next floor on gets pretty rough. We don't run into any fakes, but we don't make much headway either. How far have we climbed? Feeling impatient, I put my hand on the nearby door and throw it open.
Hey, Yukon!
A giant guillotine-like blade whooshes by right before my eyes. I dodged barely, but it was too close for comfort.
You dodged. Not too shabby, Yuko.
That voice!
Why don't you hurry up and come in? I'm bored out of my skull waiting for you guys.
I cautiously step into the classroom. Inside, we find stairs leading up and a figure blocking them. Just as I thought.
Labrys!
Like you don't already know. Yeah, I'm a fake Labrys. So, let's see how much of your persona I can carve off, Kay?
You're going too far. What are you trying to do with all these persona fragments?
What do you care? Win or lose, you're all gonna die anyways. I got nothing to tell you. Now, bring on the ring!
Red pillars fall from the classroom ceiling. In their ominous glow, you can see Labrys' long-haired persona. For a second, I was fearing of the worst, but this doesn't seem to be Labrys' shadow. It's more like a fake Labrys created from a shadow. Whichever it is, it detaches the giant axe from its back and grips it in its metallic hands. The fake Labrys stares at us with golden eyes and takes a fighting stance.
I'm a weapon, a special destroyer made only to eliminate the enemy. Underestimate me, and you'll end up with more than just a scratch.
Final. Fight!
Izunari! Nice try!
You're pretty
Ultimax, just keep over here. Over here. All right, on your side. Enough. These are not. I suck. All right.
Simple enough.
Great work.
Oh, sorry, I don't know if I muted my mic or not. Oh well. Oh, ominous. The fig begins to melt. There's a loud crack as the red pillars shatter. At the same time, the persona fragments that were carved off in the middle of the battle turns into particles of light and floats into the air.
Oh no! The persona fragments!
Chia looks like she's about to chase after them, but Yosuke stops her. I understand how she feels, but Yosuke is right. Once they scatter, there's nothing we can do now.
It's fine. We just need to hurry on ahead. We're out of time.
Yeah! Still, it's so frustrating!
Chia seems frustrated, but she agrees. I know it's hard for her to sit around idly, even though she understands.
Hey, something just crossed my mind. Personas were originally our shadows, right?
What's this all about?
No, I was thinking about what the culprit's after. I wondered why he'd be so hell-bent on our personas.
Huh?
Well, think about it. There's a bunch of shadows in the TV world, so why is he so fixated on our personas?
Good question.
Yosuke is absolutely right. Last time the culprit was targeting our personas to collect powerful shadows. But not this time. If he wanted to play it safe, he would have goaded a bunch of persona users into a fight with him, especially since we've already got a score to settle. Besides, just because the TV world is peaceful again doesn't mean all the shadows have gone away. If that's all he wanted, he could just gather those. Really, the culprit was controlling shadows to make fake versions of us to fight for him. But then, why go through all the trouble of preparing those arenas and carving away at our personas? Does he want revenge for last time? I don't know. Sho didn't seem to care about that. So why?
There must be a reason he's targeting our personas in particular.
Some reason why it can't be just any old shadows?
Yusuke and Chie are stumped too. We need some more hints. We're missing some key information. Maybe I just haven't put it together yet? A mysterious young man named Sho, persona fragments, and Adachi-san. There's still a lot left for us to find out. Alrighty. Let's see here. We could do Naoto's right now. However, there is something I want to show you all. So, I've been practicing a bit with Labras and Adachi. So, I would like to think that I am pretty decent. And by decent, I mean I found a combo with Labras that I'm kind of proud of. I mean, it's like basic, but still.
I'm busting in too!
Picture in your head your own appearance as well as your alter ego, your persona.
Let's see. I'll just fight against you.
Can't lose.
Very well.
I'm going to show you all that, and then we're going to jump back into the story.
A battle of wills!
My fault if you end up crying.
Let's go, no holds barred.
Round one. Fight!
I have to help
I can't show it if I'm just getting murdered. Hey, come on, cooperate here. Come on, I'm not gonna make it that easy for you. Oh my god! I got obliterated, holy shit! Is the AI finally learning? Rude. Anyways, basically it's just we throw out that line with Ariadne and then a bunch of like arrows and stuff and then continue the combo from there. But it's kind of hard to get him whenever he's so close. Or hitting me every second. He's great at closing gaps. No. No thanks.
A total reversal! We've been graced with a magnificent fight!
No wonder you're their leader. You got skills. But we ain't gonna fall behind neither.
Anyways, time to get back to it.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place exists between dream and reality.
The strike I barely dodged grazes my cheek, slices through the air. The pain of the initial blow which struck my back is beginning to affect my breathing. My throat constricts and I have difficulty getting air into my lungs. Only by force of will do I keep from blocking out as I look forward to the assailant who now approaches me. A young man, and he wears a Yasogami High uniform?
You dodged. Such a struggle you put up. You're wasting my time.
Who are you?
I am Minazuki. Sho Minazuki. I am the one who will destroy you, the Kirijo fools, and this world.
So, you're the ones who captured Mitsuru-san and...
Yes, I caught them off guard, just as I did with you here. It seems you're not very perceptive.
But Mitsuru-san and her people have fallen into enemy hands after all. It's hard to believe. Is this young man truly the mastermind behind these incidents?
So your intuition is impressive. For you to discern our plan after only one battle.
It's an absurd scheme. What are you trying to summon with that tower?
I gather that this plan is far more dreadful than what I had imagined at the start. That grotesque tower called Tartarus. which was brought forth calling upon something inhuman. What if the culprit in this case also intends on summoning something into this world? And what if the reason of our enemy makes no move to hide the fakes and challenges us to a legitimate fights is because they need to gather something, but they plan before their plan can be achieved? Okay. Yes. Words. Hard.
Don't get me wrong. That in itself is not my objective. All I want is to grant a wish.
A wish? Whose?
There's no need for you to know.
This isn't good. He's already close enough for his attack to reach me. And still suffering from his early strikes. Minazuki's next blow will surely cost my life. I need to buy whatever time I can now.
You kidnapped Labrys and attempted to collect our personas before, but that's not the case this time. You're using Mitsuru-san and her team as hostages, and you've prepared fake versions of us to fight. There's only one reason why you'd create such elaborate imitations of us, even to the point of summoning personas, and have them challenge us. You set this entire scenario up so that we wouldn't think twice about fighting.
That's right. Everything was set up from the start. It's the same rules as last time. After dumbing that impression into our heads, our opponents admitted outright that they're fakes. And as a result, I had stopped trying to figure out the motivations behind their actions. Since they'd taken hostages and warped this town, we concluded that we had no choice but to play along, and were willing to fight without further hesitation. But I suspect Minazuki must be gaining those shining particles I saw earlier through our battles with the fakes.
Again, your intuition is impressive. By forcing you to fight in this fog, I am carving off bits of your personas.
Carving off our personas?
I've said too much. It seems our guests of honor have arrived.
Minazuki turns his gaze into the sky and narrows his eyes as if looking beyond the red fog. Simultaneously, the faint sound of a helicopter becomes evident.
I enjoyed my time with you.
Oh my god.
If the opportunity arises again, I'd like to speak with you further.
With that, Minazuki gracefully puts distance between us. The moment there's enough space for someone to intrude between us, a shadow comes dancing down from the sky, as if awaiting the exact moment.
Labrys?
Don't worry now, Takun, I gotcha!
Labrys, don't let your guard down. He's the one who attacked Mitsuru-san's group.
This guy?
Our guests of honor have arrived. I've been waiting for you, Shadow Operatives.
Labrys stands between Minazuki and myself, as if shielding me. It seems I've been separated from the worst-case scenario. I've been spared, not separated. The sound of the helicopter's rotors still remains in the sky above us. It appears to be slowly descending. I strongly suspect that a plume of dust is installed into that helicopter. I recall an entry in the public safety documents explaining how a plume of dust would enable machinery to continue functioning, even if the supernatural space-times where no other electronics would work. It's unlike me to let my mind wander into matters of parascience. Perhaps it's the relief at my life no longer being at peril.
Why are you doing all this?
I can't speak at all today. My god.
Who am I? That constant question. It's quite intriguing that a machine created for suppressing shadows would ask it.
What?
But first, let me see the rest of you.
As Minazuki keeps his eyes on Labrys, a black liquid shadow rises from behind him, instantly ascending to the helicopter. It's a shadow, no, a persona, and it means to take down that helicopter.
No! Yukari-san! Can't
Labrys cries out in desperation. Persona users though they may be, they're still human. If they go down along with the helicopter, they'll be grievously wounded at best.
Persona!
An unfamiliar woman's voice calls out from within the helicopter. All at once, a tremendous gust of wind swirls around the helicopter, repelling the Black Shadow's ambush at the last second.
Quite the persona user. However...
Yukari-san, he's winding up for another one! We're getting off, Koromaru!
Just as the whirlwind dies down, an attack originating from the helicopter speeds towards Minazuki's persona, which was primed to attack again. Amazing. What a perfectly timed maneuver. The surrounding fog lights up as the personas clash at each other, those grains of light that Minazuki is after disperse. At the same time, 3 figures jump from the helicopter and descend towards us. The whir of the helicopter's rotors increase, which I take it to mean that it's flying off somewhere. So then its objective from the start was to drop these people off here. I look once again to the new arrivals and the animal that descended upon the food court. Ah, I know who they are. After all, it was only a moment ago that at Inipa Station, reviewing documents pertaining to them.
That was close. But now that we're here, you don't get to do whatever you want anymore.
Ken Koromaru. Sorry.
Naoto Shirogane, right? Are you all okay? We'll handle this.
Obviously, they're no older than the pictures in the documents, but the woman is Yukari Takaba. The boy is Ken Amada, and the Snow White Shiba following closely to Ken-kun heels is Koromaru-san. They were all involved in the incident which occurred when Mitsuru-san was in high school, and though they are not officially numbered members, they are persona users on the Shadow Operative's Emergency Suppression Unit, the auxiliary staff.
Labrys, I'm trusting Naoto-kun with you. Gotcha! You don't have to worry about a thing now. So you're our enemy. You won't escape now.
The 3 of them fan out Minazuki's left and right, readying themselves for combat. Such efficient tactical movements, all while never dropping their guard. I wonder how often one must face death in order to become like them.
The players have finally gathered. It's nice to meet you. I am Minazuki. Sho Minazuki. Welcome to his world. I wanted to meet you all, especially Kirijo. You are the ones who killed his father, after all.
What's he talking about?
Who knows? I don't really care either.
I have no intention of fighting you now. I only wished to see your faces.
His world? Minazuki's phrasing catches my attention. This could be an important clue to the culprit's motives. Did Minazuki mean that he has instigated this in order to avenge someone whose parents or parents were killed? Perhaps he's seeking revenge on the Shadow Operatives. No, that's not right. Given that they took Mitsuru-san's group hostage and summoned the others here, it seems more likely that Minazuki wants revenge on Mitsuru-san and her associates from high school.
I'll be heading back now. Take your time here.
When Minazuki raises his hand, a different voice echoes from further in. It's a voice I know only too well.
Don't get the wrong idea. I'll be your opponent.
Ah, shit.
What's going on? Another Naoto-kun?
Don't be deceived. That's an imitation of me.
An imitation? Huh. That sounds like the kind of dirty trick they'd pull.
Huh. It seems I'll be facing those who are participating in the Grand Prix for the first time. I hate to waste time. So let's simply begin now.
Bring on the ring!
My doppelganger raises one hand to the sky. It means to summon the red pillars to form the arena. I'm still too badly injured to dodge this. I can't allow us all to be trapped here.
Everyone, get away from me! Hurry! Yukari-san, Koromaru, spread out!
Yukari-san, Ken-kun, and Koromaru jump back in response to my warning shout. Lapras, on the other hand, maintains her position, shielding me, making no attempt at all to move. I see now. Yukari-san told Lapras that I'm trusting Naoto-kun with you, and Lapras would never abandon her duties. Yukari-san and Ken-kun understand that as well, and so Lapras was not mentioned when Ken-kun gave the order to spread out. Very efficient teamwork. I feel that I understand the secret behind the Shadow Operative's strength somewhat. The 4 red pillars that fall from the sky embed themselves firmly into the food court's floor and release a dull light. Thank goodness. Yukari-san and the others seem to have escaped the pillar's field influence.
What's going on? Wait, what the? Where's the culprit?
What? Wait, when did he?
Now that they mention it, I too realize for the first time that Minazuki's nowhere to be seen. Minazuki's presence is completely gone. It vanished from the area, just as suddenly as it appeared behind me.
Like I said, I'll be your opponent. Don't worry. A version of myself so close to death, and a machine who's just joined the Shadow Operatives would be pretty sorry prey. So just this once, while no attacks are still allowed from outside the ring, I'll agree to fight whoever enters the arena. Though of course, once you pass those red pillars, invisible walls prevent anyone from leaving until I defeat you in single combat.
Invisible walls. That's just ridiculous. No!
Yukari-san tries to take a step forward and hits her head badly on the invisible wall. Perhaps I gave them too much credit before. It's possible that these Shadow's operatives are in fact surprisingly careless.
This is just like the last P1 Grand Prix, except we're in the real world.
Hello! General Teddy here. Long time no see, Labby-chan. Oh, don't look so shocked. Let's see if I can guess what you were thinking. No, you're supposed to be my shadow. Why? Or something like that.
Is that Inaba's persona user Teddy? He doesn't look like a bear to me.
He just looks like a plush mascot. Is he dressed up like that on purpose?
You there! Silence in the peanut gallery! How dare you call my bona fides into question? I'll have you know I look bear-rific!
Crap, you heard me.
This is your last chance to push your luck like that. Labby-chan and Now-chan aren't getting out of here until you win a one-on-one fight. So, are you okay with that? Are you gonna move on without your friends? Hurry up and decide whether you're gonna enter the ring or not!
Will you shut up? Fine, let's do this. I'll go in and...
No, please move on.
Huh?
You can't let him provoke you. The culprit's aim is to make us fight against our doubles, thereby carving off our personas.
Carve off our personas?
Mitsuru-san and the others are within the tower on the hill. It won't be easy, but try and avoid combat with the imitations as you rescue them.
Okay, Labras, we're leaving the rest to you.
Oh, what's this? They left you behind. I guess that's the extent of this friendship you go on about.
That's not true.
What about it is untrue? For it seems to me that the others moved on, leaving you two alone.
You clearly have no understanding of the bonds between people.
Yeah, what she said. They didn't ditch us. Yukari-san believes in me, so that's why she trusted me to take care of Naoto-kun. And that's why I'm gonna make sure to knock you out of the park myself.
I wish it wasn't so loud here. I had to mute my mic for most of this recording. Oh well.
Finally!
You have a strong... excited. Congratulations.
What a fantastic battle! We must have gathered a good many persona fragments just from that alone.
The other me melts into a puddle in the center of the food court. It's a most unpleasant sight to behold. I hear a cracking sound and turn to see red pillars that had trapped us shatter. The invisible walls should have gone as well, but...
Was it okay, Naoto-kun? We ended up fighting this thing.
There was no getting around it. Our enemy has Mitsuru-san, her friends, and this town hostage. Besides, we had no means of escape.
So, everything was set up perfect. Who do you think that Minazuki guy is?
I don't know, but...
I can't help but fall to my knees from the pain I'd forgotten about. I haven't completely recovered from Minazuki's strike yet.
Naoto-kun!
Labris promptly lends me her shoulder. This may be an odd thing to say. It's at times like this that I can truly feel that I've made friends. Not that I'd ever say such things in front of my senpai.
Thank you, Labris. You truly saved my life.
Come on, no need to thank me. I told you it was my turn to help you guys out. But what about Yukon and them?
We inform each other of what's happened up to this point and exchange information. Labris' team was investigating Inaba Pass, where Mitsuru-san's group went missing, and were headed here from filling up on gas. While we spoke on the phone, midnight struck, and she saw the change in the town from the air. It seems that the red fog suddenly rose up to cover the town, and a giant tower appeared in the hill where Yasugami High is situated. In addition to Yukari-san, Kinkun, and Koromaru-san, there's a man in the town by the name of Junpei Iori, whom they haven't yet been able to meet up with. All told, the Shadow Operative sent 4 people, or rather, 3 people and a dog.
Just like I thought. Though that fake you was a tough customer. What in the world are they?
The imitations seem to be crafted from shadows. I'm astonished that they can even copy our persona abilities. But that aside, let's hurry, Labris. There's actually something I couldn't tell Yukari-san earlier.
Huh? What's that?
It's that young man Minazuki's true objective. He's gathering persona fragments from us, in an attempt to summon something hideous.
Something hideous?
Indeed. He'll use the tower looming on the hill, just as Tartarus was used when Mitsuru-san and her friends were in high school. I don't know what in particular he intends to bring forth, but there's no denying that his aim is something along those lines.
Really? Oh yeah, I actually felt something odd about that guy myself.
Odd? In what way?
Well, when I got close to him, I felt something strange. It was exactly like the feeling I get from those plumes of dust we have as cores.
Oh. Does this mean he had a plume of dusk in his possession?
Not exactly. It wasn't that he had one on him. It was more like it was synced up with his heart. It felt just like ours do.
Synced with his heart?
I don't understand. The plume of dusk was integrated into the core of Labris and her sister unit Aiga-san. It plays the role of a heart in their mechanical bodies. But that man Minazuki seemed to be no different from us at first glance. What could it mean that she detects a plume of dusk in him? The faint light that seems to be scattered everywhere is gathering now, and I'm starting to see the outline of truth, but there are still missing pieces. If we rescue Mitsuru-san's group and learn what they know, then I expect that we'll be able to reach some sort of conclusion. Labris looks into my face as if I'm lost in thought, and smiles to try to cheer me up.
Relax. We'll never lose. You saw us fight earlier, right? Yukari-san and Kenkun can really kick some ass.
Labris-san speaks with satisfaction, with a proud look on her face. It's a far cry from Labris I first met a few days ago.
Seems you've made some wonderful friends, Labris.
Huh? Oh. You think it's okay for me to think of him that way? It's kinda embarrassing.
That's how it is at the start. Once you come to realize it, though, you'll find that it turns to a warm feeling within you.
Huh. Is that how it was for you, Naoto-kun?
Who knows? Perhaps it was.
I recall when I first met my senpai, and a wry smile forms on my lips. Feeling a bit embarrassed at this, I pull the brim of my hat down over my eyes. It's not just Lapras. The same is true for me, and many others I've met. We all go through the process to find what's precious and irreplaceable to us.
Let's go rendezvous with the others.
And I believe that's the end? Question mark? Yes. Okay. Alrighty. Ooh. Kanji. Saving Akiko. Alright. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, everyone. But yeah, if you all liked it, please do consider leaving a like and subscribing and a comment and all that good stuff. But yeah, until next time, everyone, I hope you all have a magnificent day, and I will see you all again sometime soon. And until then, goodbye for now.